Carlos Nelson with Cascade Media Group, and we're on our Arts and Entertainment Network tonight. And there's a big art show going on over there in Wichita, Kansas. And the name of the show is Art That Touches Your Heart. They got a lot of out of town artists from Houston, the Dallas, Fort Worth area, but we've got some of the mainstays coming straight out of Wichita. And who do we have here?
My name's David Williams.
Hey, Dave, man, run it down. You already know what we want to know. My audience want to know how long you've been doing this, when you start doing it, and who you doing it with.
Right. All right. Here we go. I've been an artist all my life. I'm a natural born artist, and my mother is, of course, my biggest inspiration. And she was the first one who first recognized I was an artist. When I was young, she said, when I was practicing writing, she said, start with your alphabet. And I wrote an A. And she said, who wrote that? I said, I did. She said, you did not write that A that perfect. And I said, yes, I did. So she said, sit right here and do it again. And she said she noticed I didn't write an A. I drew the A. And she noticed that I was able to draw things that I could look at. I was able to take it from here and put it on paper. So I've been drawing all my life, and I've been in and out of art schools when I was younger, but art schools tend to bore me because they put you in a box. You have to do things this, and that way. And sometimes, as you know, as artists, we don't think that way. We think a little different, which sometimes people say we think backwards. You say we need to come this way and say, no, it's better if we come this way. And it works out for us as an artist. And I just couldn't stay in that box. So I had to move on. So a lot of things that I have learned was self-taught. And I say self-taught, I also watch other artists. And with this social media being so big, I'm able to connect with other artists on Facebook and ask them, okay, how did you do that? What's your technique on this? What's your technique on that? And it kind of developed from there. My art skills developed from there. My daughter and I, the name of our business is Daddy Daughter Decor. It's what we do. And we specialize in custom painted flower pots. And that's what, she's not a natural born artist. I've been teaching her artwork over the last 4 years. And we do, I want to say, statue size artwork. I mean, we have done incredible Hulk artwork out of flower pots that stand over 8 feet tall. And we have done other art, superhero artwork with flower pots, and they're all over 6 feet tall. So some of our artwork with flower pots are very big.
Tell me this: what are you displaying at this show right now?
Okay, at this show we're displaying Iron Man, Batman, and Spider-Man at this show.
And those are pretty large pieces.
Yes, sir. I'm 6'1", and Iron Man and Spider-Man is probably about 6 inches taller than I am.
Those are the pieces that we're going to be looking at in these JPEGs?
Yes, yes.
All right. So tell our audience a little bit, how long does it take you to create a piece?
Okay, now it only takes us about 2 days, 3 days tops to create a piece. We got it down to science because we use acrylic paint, spray paint, paint pencils, and clear coat. When we finish everything, we clear coat it because they're flower pots, and our target audience are gardeners, and they take these, and it's okay to put them outside and they plant in them. And we also tell our customers, if you put a plant in those, please send us the picture because we want to see what you're doing also. And it's amazing the response that we have gotten from this.
What do your pieces usually run?
We have our small, we call them 6-inch size. They usually run $35 to $40 unless you want them custom. And when I say custom, I mean, you can order a flower pot and we can make it look like you. It's people that we can do, and we can make it look like you. Carl, you may say, hey, Dave, I want a flower pot to look like me. So we'll put it on a body, we'll paint your head on there, and we'll make it look like you. Right now at home, we already have a life-size Patrick Mahomes flower pot, and we are working on a Hurts for the Eagles, the quarterback for the Eagles flower pot, since they created history with the first two black quarterbacks in the playoffs, in the NFL playoffs. So we're going to display that on our front patio at home. In our front patio, we're going to make it look like a stadium. So we're going to take that bit of history there and run with it with our flower pots.
Well, that's great. And I'm glad that you're doing that, because you might get some economics. Cascade, we have one of the largest digital black sports sites on the planet, but we don't support the NFL. I'm happy for all the players that play in the NFL and what have you, that are people of color, but who you give your money to is who you give your power to. And that's why I said I'm happy for you, because there's people that's going to want to buy that. And that's going to help you generate dollars. Oh, yeah. But as I tell people, because I'm in the media on all of these sports, when the camera goes to the crowd, you can't see no black people unless the camera pans in on them. Right. But what we do, we spend our money on these jerseys, on these parties. Everybody's going to the bank but us. But it seems like you have found the way to go to the bank, baby. Yeah. And yeah, well, that real talk. Yes. You know, and so I commend you on that. And I commend you on bringing your daughter into the business, because right now she's at work. We talked off camera, and we're going to show some slides of both of y'all. But you know that the only way you can really be free, and the artists are free souls, is to be independent per se, and work for yourself, and so forth. And it seemed like you've been able to cut you a little niche in. Talk about how hard is it to earn a living being an artist?
It's very hard. And I found out most of the time that us as artists, we don't understand the business side of it. Because what my daughter and I did, we went on and found a business coach to help us grow our business. Because we're so involved in working in the business, we're not involved in working on the business. And I'm a creator. And a lot of that administrative business stuff, I'm not good at. My daughter's good at a lot of it. But we realize if we want to go to that next level, we need help. And sometimes us as Black folks are scared to ask for a little help. So we found a business coach to help us get us to that next level. And so far, it's been well worth it. It's been just awesome.
Do you have any advice for young artists that are starting off? And when I say young artists out of high school and college, as you're finding your way into, you know, who you are?
Right. Yes. My biggest advice is stay true to your artwork, because a lot of artists see someone else's artwork and say, "Hey, that's selling, that's hot," and they try to. I hate to use the word
emulate.
Yes. And it's like, stay true to yours, because your time is coming. If it's their time, let them have their time. Your time is coming. And when it hits, it's for you. What's for you is for you. No one else can take, but stay true to it. Be patient. Patience is everything, especially being an artist, because it's not as easy as some may think it is, because this guy may have a name. You may not have a name. You can be in the same show with this guy, wonder why he's selling everything. Well, people know him. They will get to know you. Just keep going. Persistence, persistence, persistence. And that's all it takes. That's why your greats are as great as they are. Persistence, persistence, persistence. Keep going, keep doing, keep digging, keep moving, stay motivated. And if you're not motivated, get inspired so you can get motivated again.
All right. In closing out, tell our audience how they can contact you, how they can purchase some of your artwork.
Yes, we're on all social medias as Daddy Daughter Decor, and our website is daddydaughterdecor.com. You can go to the social media.
Why don't you spell that out for the people like me that can't spell? I'm serious, man.
I hear.
Yeah, because we want our people to be able to contact you, and if they don't come across the screen, they can freeze it and run it back.
Exactly, I got you. DADDYDAUGHER Decor, DECOR. There we go. Hey, I think I'm out of there somewhere. Didn't I leave the T out of daughter?
Well, run it back. Hold it. We're
gonna get this right. This is my business. DADDYDAUGHTER DECOR. DaddyDaughterDecor.com.
All right. It was a pleasure having you on the show. And because we'll be coming up to Wichita to see my girl Janice Thatcher.
Yes.
And we're going to be in contact with some of you artists coming out of the Shockers. Y'all all proud. Y'all all proud, smiling about them Shockers.
Hey, have to support.
Yeah, well, that's what's up. And as I said, as we always close, when you invest in your community, you're really just investing in yourself. Good night.
The program is brought to you by the Kansas City Business Association.